Welcome to 5 Points of Articulation, where I review action figures and then articulate 5 points to help you decide if you want to add that figure to your collection. The 5 points I discuss are packaging, presentation, posability, playability, and price. I'm Jason, and if you enjoy my content, please like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube rigmarole. Whether comic books, cartoons, action figures, or video games, Tony Stark has had a lot of different unique armors over the years, but there's one specialty armor that they always come back to that I love the most: the stealth armor. Starting off with the packaging, and this box is pretty much just like the modular armor, right down to the spot varnish on the top, but unlike the modular suit, which appeared to use artwork from a classic Iron Man comic book, this one features artwork that's all original. The Mark 15 suit, codenamed Sneaky, gives Tony Stark a built-in cloaking system, dampening thrusters, and retro-reflective coating to deliver devastating stealth attacks on opponents. Again, the Build-A-Figure for this wave is Ursa Major, and here are all the figures you'll need to collect to build him. Same box I liked from the last video, so for packaging, it should come as no surprise that the Stealth Iron Man gets 1 whole point. Getting the Stealth Iron Man out of the package, and yeah. As I was pulling him out of the blister, the groin completely shattered. On top of that, there's this chalky dust all over the figure. I swear if I hadn't bought it from Target, I would think that this thing was a bootleg. Well, the show must go on. So, moving on to presentation, and to the top of his head, Stealth Iron Man comes to 3.5 inches. As you can see, this is a simple redeco of the 80 Years Iron Man, but I've said it before and I'll say it again, I am a sucker for anything metallic blue. So let's talk for a minute about what I mean by presentation. I consider presentation to be a combination of sculpting, painting, and quality control. Between the 80 Years Iron Man 2020, the Iron Man that we just got in the Mr. Hyde wave, and this one, we know that it's a good sculpt. And even though the paint detailing itself is very minimal, the overall figure really stands out. But then there's quality control. I've never had this happen before, and I know that there's a good chance it'll never happen again, but between the broken legs and also that just disgusting grimy film all over the figure, I've got to admit this has really put me off. Factoring in those quality control issues, for presentation, I'm giving the Stealth Iron Man half a point. Moving on to posability, and Iron Man's head is on a ball joint and disc hinge. Looks up that much, all the way down, little bit of tilt, and all the way around. Arm reaches up just above 90 degrees. It turns with no trouble, and the arm socket actually clicks into place. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and because of this cuff, they only flex about 90 degrees. Swivel hinge wrist spins all the way around, hinges that far up and that far down. Ab crunch arches back that far, and hunches over that far forward. Spins at the waist, and just look at that spread. We do get a thigh swivel, but it's very tight. Double jointed knees, also pretty tight. Boot cut, and all the ankle things. Even in spite of my predicament, I can still get him in some pretty decent stances. So for posability, I'm giving Stealth Iron Man 1 whole point. Moving on to playability, and Stealth Iron Man comes with the left leg of Ursa Major. He also comes with these blast hands. Unfortunately, unlike the modular suit Iron Man, these ones do not hinge. They do, however, come with the typical repulsor beams, this time cast in a bright orangey red. So anyway, I started blasting. Pow, pow! Side note, taking his blasting hand out actually tore the peg. This is just another thing that has never once happened to me the first time I've opened a Marvel Legend. Anyway, he also comes with this alternate Tony Stark head. Again, it's the same one from the 80 Years version. Playability is more than just accessories, it's also about how well your figure plays with others. But in light of this unique opportunity, I think today we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Here's Tony trying to figure out where he went wrong in the production process. Here he is with the Marvel Legends Thanos. Thanos, of course, wanted to eliminate half of all life. He just never specified which half. Here he is with Frightful Flush from the real Ghostbusters. And uh-oh, it looks like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park is hungry. Nom 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 nom. Oh, here he is with the Audrey 2 from Little Shop of Horrors. For a DC crossover, here he is with Gorilla Grodd. Whoops! Sorry. Here he is with the Crash Test Dummies. Did any of you have these when you were a kid? Here he is after a climactic duel with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Sucks, doesn't it? I'm okay. Here he is with Beetlejuice. Here he is with the Hydra Soldiers from the Marvel Select Spider-Woman. And here he is taking a moonlit dip at Camp Crystal Lake. Here he is with the Alien Queen.
Not bad for a human.
Was there an alien on board? Lieutenant Dan! Hey Tony, what's wrong? Did you fall in? You trying to be a hero? No, I'm just trying to kill some bugs. Now go! Tell Meryl to swing away. And lastly, here he is with Professor Xavier. To me, my X-Men. Not only did I enjoy myself playing with this figure, but it could be argued that I actually enjoyed myself a lot more just because it was broken. And what do I always say about toys? Toys are supposed to be fun. For playability, I'm giving the Stealth Iron Man 1 whole point. This leaves us with nothing left to discuss but the price. Depending on where you get him, Stealth Iron Man will set you back between $20 to $25. It's a great value, and if you see him, you should definitely get him. And if you're really lucky, yours might break, and you can have as much fun as I did. For price, I'm giving the Stealth Iron Man 1 whole point for a grand total of 4.5 out of 5. Now, I hope you enjoyed this look at the Marvel Legends Ursa Major Wave Stealth Iron Man. If nothing else, I hope you were at least thoroughly entertained. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again real soon, but until then, play nice and have fun.